That was good.
Welcome to White Guys Podcast, where white guys talk about white guy things. And today we have a devilishly dubious episode where we do indeed white guy all over this white guy podcast. Doyle, my
Dude.
good buddy, old pal, old chum, what have you been up to? Because my life has been boring as hell this past week.
Dude, it was really funny that you you did a whole thing where you corrected yourself there because you immediately got cut out when you said dubiously. I don't know how that always happens because for those who we're in a call for like 20 minutes before we start the show, and then instantly or like during the show it decides to fuck up. Like we do a lot of setup here, and then it just never really works out for some reason.
Like without fail, the past 3 episodes, I think this has happened.
Yeah.
We made sure it wouldn't. Like, we've been on call for a decent amount of time. Okay, everything's all good. Perfect.
Yeah, we give it time, and then every single time, without fail, even, especially when we had guests on, we're in the call really early to set things up. And when we have to get new art for the special episodes. So, yeah. But
yeah, as if we don't make it in-house in, like, 5 minutes while fucking talking about
No. The Halloween one took a hot minute. People better fucking appreciate that one.
But people better appreciate my artistic merit, bro.
I appreciate it.
Heart and soul. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
The audience didn't because we got less views on it.
Yeah, sure, maybe Slenderman's not such a hot topic, Kurt.
Shit, I think you got a point. I don't want to believe you though. Like,
yeah,
come on,
it's all about Slenderman. But yeah, okay. So I want to talk about Halloween again because it just ended for us. Even though this is going up on the 2nd of November, probably. My Halloween was kind of a mess. We actually did get a lot more kids at my house this year. Because like the past 2 years, obviously COVID was a problem. But I don't have a sidewalk, so that's always a problem. And my house is always dark as fuck. We put up lights and everything, and it's always dark as fuck at night.
Yeah, your street in particular is like ebonic in the middle of the night. Like, you can't see shit, bro. I swear.
We have a street light outside. We have we actually put up lights that are synced to music. We have a speaker outside. So we got, I don't know, I want to say a little over 10 children showing up at my house, which I'm not really a fan of that when I wear it like that. But it was super awkward because normally on Halloween I sit upstairs watching a movie or something. I wanted to watch They Live from John Carpenter. Classic movie, it's great. I wanted to sit back and watch that because it's like not actually pure horror. It's kind of like horror comedy, sci-fi comedy, you know. But my family was just up there sitting in complete fucking darkness the whole time. My dad's super stoked about these lights. He loves these lights. I don't know why. Now that we're we're all grown, we don't really celebrate Christmas or anything as much. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna shell out thousands of dollars on fucking lights. He bought $2,000 custom fucking custom peanuts.
You had me at $2,000.
Yeah,
it's insane. Bro, I'm sorry. Hell no.
They're $2,000. They're custom Peanuts figures or something, like Charlie Brown in them and Snoopy that we're gonna set at Christmas. They're custom made and everything. I'm like, holy fuck, dude! I never want you to judge a purchase I make again, because this is ridiculous.
Holy shit, that is insane. Like,
maybe they'll look awesome. I don't know.
Like, I know I'm pretty frugal with my money. I'm not a big spender, but then sometimes I make a dumb purchase, like a really big fucking Nerf gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I really need to rethink my choices. And then this kind of shit one-ups me by a landslide.
My dad does this shit all the time. I haven't talked about the show, but I remember one day I was just chilling at home. I called them and asked, and this is like years ago, so I couldn't drive or anything, right? So I called them and asked, hey, can we get McDonald's or something? I'm fucking starving. And he goes, no, we don't have the money for that. And he busts in the door with a fucking new flat screen TV that he just bought on a whim. What?
Bro, chill. How do you think he could afford a TV? He had to cut some costs along the way. Okay?
We had to cut out the McDonald's budget. So that was good.
Bro. Yeah, exactly. No, but it's insane how weirdly we kind of value money, because I was talking with a person the other day, and apparently people do in fact spend over $1,000 on Valorant skins. I'm just gonna leave it at that, which is insane.
Oh my
Who
god.
does that? Like people do that, and it's like now I have firsthand experience of people who do, and it's like, oh my god.
I
Maybe I'm gonna be all right in the future. I'm gonna be
yeah,
all right.
that makes me feel a lot better because again, I played Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege I played Rainbow Six for like 1,200 hours, more than that, 1,600. I have never bought a single fucking thing in that game. I bought the game for like $20 on sale, and I never bought a single fucking thing in that game, and I'm proud of myself for it. And Overwatch, same thing. Any game like that, I've never bought shit in those games.
And thank you for being one of those people, because I am the same, because I don't get it.
Yeah.
You're paying for shit that is non-tangible. You already have the game. What do these skins or like whatever benefit it gives you give you? I remember when my brother, this was back in the day when I was like a little 12-year-old fetus or whatever.
Yeah.
We used to, as a family, like distant relatives and everything, had a massive Clash of Clans clan.
That's badass.
And it's really badass. It started off with me, and like I used to play it, and it turns out that my uncle and my cousin both used to also play it, so we kind of mutually were like, whoa! And then we got my parents into it, and a bunch of other people in the family, and it just spiraled. And then we got my brother into it, and I shit you not, day 2 of him playing Clash of Clans, he like buys the most expensive box of fucking gems. Cost him like $500 or something, probably more than that. And everyone was just like, huh? You serious? By all means, he became the most powerful person in the clan by day 2, but was it really worth it?
No, that is so lame. That is so
lame, right?
Well, I'm gonna switch gears here, so there's more about Halloween I want to talk about because I went to a Halloween party too, and the Halloween party itself is not the super duper interesting thing, other than when a guy threw up. That's always hype. But I had to pick up a friend of ours. I can't say her name, so I'll call her Jeremy.
I'll call her Jeremy. Okay, go on.
I thought she was going with someone else, so I was like. And when I found out literally like the night before or whatever, that she didn't have a lift, I'm like, fuck, alright, well, I'm getting dropped off anyways. Because I didn't want anyone to know my costume until I got there. Mm-hmm. So, and also I have like a huge prop and beer. It was just easier if I got dropped off myself. So I said, yeah, I can grab you, whatever. It's not really a problem. So I show up at her place. We're supposed to be there for 5. Well, it was 4, but it got changed to 5. So I text her, hey, want me to show up for 4? Or you want me to show up for 5? She goes, show up for 5. I get there 4:50 or something, and she's not ready. I tell her I'm outside, and she texts me, wait, no, I'm not ready. Then she calls me. I ask, can you come inside? I'm not ready. I'm like, why do you want me to come inside? Okay. I don't know why she made me come inside. I have no idea.
Bro, Doyle having stereotypical girlfriend problems, and it's not even his girlfriend. That's
I know. Am I? What's this? Like, what the fuck? It was super weird because she had she was dressed up as Celia from Monsters Inc. I didn't know because I've actually never watched Monsters Inc. But
like, I'm sorry. Is this the... Wait.
It's Mike Wazowski's girlfriend.
Her?
Yeah.
Her, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting choice.
And obviously, because Jeremy here has 2 eyes and not one, what she did is like she put on some makeup or whatever to like focus on one eye, but then she also put in like contacts or something that made her look stoned as fuck. It made her pupils really, really small, and whenever she turned to you, she had like this kind of dumbfounded expression, and it always made me laugh because she just looked confused all the time. Whatever. So,
I mean,
it gets worse.
Oh my god. Okay, go on.
At the end of the night, she's wasted, and now I need to get her home, and I don't have my ride, so I called an Uber for us. Mostly because she may have thrown up in the washroom. May have. I don't really know. I assume she did.
And as you've clarified before earlier, vomiting is hype, therefore it was a hype moment.
It was pretty hype. Someone also threw up outside, but we don't know who that was.
Yeah, that was really weird. I
Yeah.
saw like we have like a group chat, and then someone in the group chat was like, "Hey, who like threw up the Swedish fish in the backyard?"
I
I just laughed my ass off because I wasn't at the party.
yeah,
'Cause I live like too far away, but that was fucking funny.
it was funny.
Everyone's trying to find the mysterious Swedish fish.
Because
vomiter.
I'm pretty sure it's a new person who didn't throw up yet. It was not Jeremy. It could have been the other person, but it certainly wasn't Jeremy. But anyways, I call an Uber for us, and I give her the front seat, and I regret that. This Uber driver was a fucking menace. This guy's a maniac. Holy shit. We're pulling onto the highway there, and he goes, "Hey, are there any speed cameras here?" And now I learned my lesson, because if someone asks you if there are speed cameras, even if there aren't any speed cameras or red light cameras or anything, fucking lie. Tell them there are. Because this guy goes fucking pedal to the... I go, yeah, no, there's not. There's one by the school, but that's it. And this guy goes, okay. He just goes pedal to the metal. We're going fucking like 220 down this 80. It turns into a 60 at one point, too. So we're going out this 200. And there's no one else on the road. So what this guy does is he goes into the opposing lane and just fucking vibes.
Wait, what? No, Sean, not an Uber driver, bro. Hell no.
And I was like, oh my god, this is how I die tonight. This guy knew that we were like wasted, right? And he's like fucking with us. And at first I'm joshing with him. I'm like, wow, get a load of this guy. Only 200? Fucking loser.
Why would you do that?
Well, no, he was having a good laugh about it, so I think it was working. Until I noticed Jeremy was actually horrified, so I was like, okay, we should stop this guy. Holy fucking shit.
Bro, I'm sorry. You saw the bull charging at you. You told him to stop, fucking change into the reddest clothes you had, and then told him to carry on.
I am the danger, Coob. I am.
No, the Uber driver is the danger, and you are in it.
I am in complete control of the situation.
You're not on the steering wheel, sir. I don't think you're in control.
I
of
am
the
in so much...
situation.
Because if he crashes, he doesn't get a tip.
If he crashes, he might die. It's so good to you.
Awesome. I'm not like concerned about that. I'm too powerful, dude.
Bro, this man really said, I'm gonna do the mock detections for Sonic 2006. It was like, fuck, we ball. Holy.
But genuinely, that was terrifying. But I'm alive, so well. The dangers of Uber. Right.
Bro, I do not trust Ubers for the life of me. Holy, bro.
I know a lot of the Uber drivers, because especially Uber Eats guys, because McDonald's, right? This guy was new to me, and I was like, all right, whatever. Didn't think he'd just kick it, though. That was nuts. Christ alive. That's it for my Halloween stories, I think. So, okay, I guess I can just completely shift gears now, because I want a bitch.
Okay.
I've talked about this on the show before.
Gossip Girl, let's go.
Kind of. I do studio stuff every Tuesday, actually. So we actually postponed this episode. We're doing it on Tuesday. I'm glad we did, because, man, I hope that God my school does not find this. Those journalism kids be dumb as fuck. Oh my god. Okay,
come on, swinging.
We were all pissed. All of us studio guys were pissed, okay? Because we were told, like, 2 weeks ago now, because we had the whole week interlude. I'll just say last week, but there was a week in between. So last week, or last shoot, we were told, hey, we did really good today. So next week, or when you come back from break, we're going to do this exact same show. The exact same show. And we'll start it when you walk in class, and we'll do it like 50 fucking times. We'll get it right. And you could put on like your demo reel and stuff. And I actually had a pretty big job today. I was the audio guy. So I was kind of excited. I'm fucking dope as shit at audio. All right? I am fucking hype. So, despite the fact I'm like deaf in one ear, but that's not important.
That wouldn't affect the mixer.
It really doesn't matter, and there's reasons for that. But like, you could actually do this job deaf, so which is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, because despite being the audio guy, you're not really the audio guy.
Yeah, all I have to do, it tells you the level to put it at, and you keep it at that level. That's all you have to do. So I'm not even listening to it. I'm just keeping it generally in that spot. But okay, we're waiting at the beginning of class because only the 4 of us are there. I was there really early for reasons unrelated. So a person who I recall from the shoot, she was on mic last time, one of the mics, came downstairs and she's like, "Hey, I need someone. I was talking to someone for you class. I need someone to come shoot something for me real quick for the show today." And I was like, wait, hold up. What the fuck are you on about? We're doing the same show as last week. And I find out that they want to reshoot a bunch of bullshit. And this is, despite how much I'm complaining, this is genuinely about how it goes in the real industry. Journalism people just think you can do this shit all on a whim. Which, yeah, I kind of can, but fuck off, man. So we had to send someone up. I don't know who we sent up, but we also had to do these things called pre-shoots or whatever, like the little news stories where they stand in front of a green screen, just talk for a minute. We shoot those ahead of time, so with a few exceptions. We shot them last week, and one of them was so fucking annoying. She was so she tried to direct it and stuff. She tried to tell us what to do, to the point where the actual director, who's a professor, was telling me to say some foul shit to her, because I was the floor director. I had to communicate, and he's like, "Floor director, can you tell her she's a fucking idiot?" And I was like, do you really want me to say that? Because technically I have to, right? Floor director, can you tell her to actually read her fucking lines?
Oh my god, dude! I haven't met this person ever in my life. I want to meet them. This is my kind of people,
he's fucking hilarious. He is the sassiest motherfucker. And he gets really mad at the camera people for doing their jobs wrong, but that's beside the point.
I love this guy, bro.
He's really funny. Floor director, can you tell this bitch she's a fucking asshole? Can you tell her to fuck up? Last week we had to do her thing like 5 times. Everyone else got done 1, maybe 2 if they fucked up bad.
Deserved.
Yeah,
deserved, bro.
And the worst part is hers was 2 minutes long for some fucking reason. Everyone else is 30 seconds to maybe a minute. Hers was double the length. This isn't even what I was gonna bitch about. I just realized I don't think I talked about this on the show, and I want to, because she pissed all of us off.
Bro, man came out swinging today. Doyle really is not happy with the people.
It gets worse. It always gets worse. Anyway, so we had to redo all of their stuff. And they start adding new stories. They actually also lost one of the stories. They lost one. They had it archived, and someone deleted it from the archive on their end, we're pretty sure. And we just didn't have it. So
this is why you have backups.
Yeah.
Why?
They had a whole 2 weeks to set this up. Or a whole week, I guess.
As a guy who does a lot of stuff with computers in my daily life and also has to deal with a lot of files, back up your shit. If you don't, I will berate you. It's insane.
Yeah.
When people don't have stuff backed up, it actually drives me insane, dude.
Yeah.
I can't.
And they're bugging us. Hey, when are you gonna start? When are we starting? And we're all like, guys, you gave us an entire new show. Basically, we need time here to set this up. You guys didn't even give us the fucking scripts. Clearly, they added a whole new story about Halloween, which, okay, fair enough, I guess. But we were all told we're doing the same fucking thing and just pretending it was the same week. Well, so I'm in audio, and we did a rehearsal, and all went fine. And we did the real thing. And at the end of it, there was a fatal fucking error, technically on my end, but I'm blaming the fucking person for this. At the end, I had to put on music, mute a mic, and turn on another mic all at the same time. But the keyboard to turn on music is really far away. I don't know why it's built like this. So I had to lean my body, and I couldn't physically, well, I probably could have, but I wasn't confident in my ability to do it, turn off a person's mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just like to imagine a situation you're fucking trying, you actually go for it, but you fuck it up like one of those telltale QuickTime events. and then everything just goes wrong.
Yes.
If you somehow activate some other mic, you somehow hear a fucking fart through it or some dumb shit like that.
The professor will remember that.
Embarrassing.
It would be terrible if I fucked it up, right? Now, in the rehearsal, this person, because she's the last person on that microphone, there was a really convoluted mic setup that we had to do there, and I want to talk about that in a minute, but actually I'll talk about that first. I knew this from experience, because last week when I was floor director, we have 4 lav mics, and 4 people talk on one camera, the green screen camera, and we have two anchors that are static. They would never move their microphone. So we had to do mic 3, and while mic 4 is talking, switch mic 3 to someone else. When mic 4 comes off, switch mic 4 to someone else, and just do that. In the span of like maybe 20 seconds. Which is 20 seconds to like one of the moves. So the last shot was the last person on that mic. I don't know why they did what they did here, but it really pissed me off. Because there's an unspoken rule, is that when you're on camera or whatever, and you have a mic on, you're on a live show, especially if it's live, you don't fucking move until you're told to move. Okay? So, it came down for me to do this mic switch. And I'm like, okay, well, she's just going to stand there. Even if she makes a little noise into her microphone, the background music and the other guy talking will overshadow it. You won't even fucking notice. So I set up to do the switch. I'm waiting. I do it, and the thing is, the instant the camera switches to the guy, the instant I press those buttons, this chick just does a full-on sprint. Mach 7, get me off this camera right now. Grabs the microphone and whips it off. Why? Who are you switching that mic to? What are you doing? So at the very last second, there's just this big mic fucking jungle. You can't hear shit for about half a second. I don't know why she did that, but it pissed me off. All you have to do is stand there. I'm pretty sure the camera didn't even switch by the time she started moving. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. Every day, I'm reminded that I am somehow not just in the top 50%, but probably the top 25% most intelligible human beings on this planet. And so are you.
The fact that I am is embarrassing, okay? I know who I am. I know what I am, okay?
Like the barrier for human intelligence is much lower than it is higher, you know? I'll just put it that way.
This like, I don't know, because they don't have a way of knowing that the mic is off. My audio, I don't know if she was told to run off by like the floor director or something. I don't think it's the floor director. Maybe the audio assistant. Because I was having issues with my audio assistant that day. I was telling her like, hey, you're going to have to do this mic switch. And she just did not understand what I meant. And then when it came time to do it, she's like, oh, this is what he meant. And I was like, yeah, okay. I did it last week, I know. And last week I didn't have an audio assistant. I did, I think. Whatever. But yeah, it was a total mess. At least the main anchor, dude, was actually super strong and really good. I didn't even really need the mic check-in because I could change him immediately. One of the weather person, I don't know where she thought the mic was because she was shouting. Like, you're wearing the mic. It's not on the camera. You don't need to shout. It picks you up really well. So her level kept fluctuating.
So it's like one of those clip-on mics, just to clarify?
Yeah, that's what a lav mic is. Just clip on.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's what we put them on. And so the 3 people, even the one that totally botched it, were all pretty fine with it. But the weather person, for some reason, I did an audio check on her and everything. But when she got on camera, maybe she was excited or something, she was going, hey everybody, welcome to the news! And I was like, oh my god, why are you, it's just the fucking weather, dude, why are you so excited? So I had to like keep changing her level too. It doesn't help that she's the one like right before the last switch, I'm pretty sure. It was a mess.
Bro, must have been real sunny for her to like go off like that.
It wasn't. It was all rainy. It all sucked. The weather was terrible. It's not something to be excited over.
It's really funny you mentioned that, like, over enthusiasm, because I'm assuming you're more or less done with.
That's me bitching, I guess. I'm sure I'm missing something, but go off.
But yeah, that reminds me that personally I've had in grade 8, between grade 8 to like grade 10ish here in Canada, which for a lot of other people is like the transitionary period from either elementary or middle to high school, depending on your education system.
Yeah.
I was always very much an entertainer whenever I presented something. So, like, I was very coherent, I was very strong at presenting, but it's really funny because one time I did this one presentation on, I believe it was Syrian refugees in grade 8.
Uh-oh.
And I presented it, and it was a banging fucking presentation. I almost got 100. Emphasis on almost. I got 98%, and I was reading the like rubric, like, oh, what did I lose marks on? And the fucking rubric said too enthusiastic. She's like, what the fuck?
You're talking about a relatively depressing thing. Yo, what's up, guys? You sit in the chair like a cool youth pastor, where like you're sitting on it from like backwards. Well, you guys want to talk about refugees? Fucking creep.
I like to imagine they talk about like those super like fucking crazy hyper YouTubers, you know, ones that are like, "What's up, guys? How you guys doing? You should all just like and subscribe. Today we're gonna talk about Syrian refugees."
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Super Duper Awesome History. Today we're gonna be talking about the Holocaust. So if you can go down there and smash that like button, click on subscribe for me. We'd really appreciate that here. The Jews would love that. Make them happy. Make them happy. Yeah, fuck that shit.
I don't think you should say that after saying
That's
that
the
would make the
point.
Jews happy.
That's the point. I was in character.
So you don't like the Jews?
Oh my god.
Is what you're saying?
Don't Kanye me.
Don't
Kanye me.
you, bro. I'm going to Kanye you, bro.
We're gonna make that a new thing. Hey, don't Kanye me, bro.
Kanyeing someone, exposing them as an anti-Semitic person.
He has been on a fucking wild streak recently. He still hasn't stopped, you know.
I know.
That's actually something we talked about in the studio. That's something they added to the story today. That's one of the things they added that they put in. They talk about Kanye, and they got George Floyd's family. They did an interview with them. The TMZ did, and we just played the video. Yeah, holy shit, he's still going crazy. We could milk this guy for so much more views.
Oh yeah, Kanye said what part 2, bro?
I'm not naming it that.
We're not doing that.
We ending that. It's not working anymore.
Yeah, but actually, what was the fucking company whose like headquarters he walked into?
Skechers. After
Skechers,
Adidas kicked him out, he went to Skechers. And they thought that it was funny, I read that he got in because they thought he was the gardener.
They thought Kanye fucking West was the Skechers gardener.
Have you seen his clothes brand? He dresses like a homeless guy. Like, I saw a picture of him dressed up. Like, they were right. He looked like a gardener, dude.
Oh my god, he does. He really does, though. Shit.
Kanye can really, he looks like a Grand Theft Auto Online character.
Kanye West looks like the kind of guy who could be like an Agent 47 type of person, you know, who could dress up in any kind of fit and just blend in with the environment.
There was a Kanye West, and I think it was Subway Surfers mix. I saw. It was really funny, but the picture of Kanye they used for that does not look real. I'm gonna see if I can send you a picture.
Yeah, because I know one that fucking made
there's
me
only
laugh
one.
my ass off.
There's Kanye and Subway Surfers, and then there's Kanye and Jetpack Joyride. That sounds like a fucking actual banger.
You telling me you haven't heard A Cruel Angel's Yeezus?
No, what?
No,
I'm so listen. Look at this picture though. Does he look real? Does he look real to
that
you?
That doesn't even look like him.
Yeah. What?
Did they even get the right dude?
It doesn't. There's something so like. I don't know. It feels like I'm dreaming when I look at this image. It doesn't feel like it exists in this realm. It looks like a wax figure of Kanye.
It looks like he's doing one of those YouTuber poses, and it's like overly edited. You know the ones.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
always over edit the fuck out of it, so the person kind of looks fake, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so unnatural. It's the face he's making. He looks like, I can't describe that emotion. It looks like he just walked in on you masturbating, but doesn't want to say anything about it.
He looks flabbergasted.
Yeah, he looks.
He looks fucking flabbergasted.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. I send you the. Obviously, don't watch it now.
Yeah,
but
I can't.
You can see the thumbnail.
That's a great thumbnail.
It's an amazing thumbnail. It's such a good edit compared to the dog shit you showed me.
No, there's something so uncanny about this. Every time I see it, it grabs my attention.
It grabs your attention, all right, but not in a good way. It's like a car crash. When you drive by one, you're gonna fucking look, but it doesn't mean you want to look necessarily, you know?
I mean, I guess, but at least this is a banger behind it. So.
Shit, you're right, bro.
But yeah, what's Kanye? He compared himself to George Floyd the other day, which is fucking stupid. He said something along the lines of, now that he's been kicked out by Adidas, he knows what it's like to have a knee on his neck, which is the most tone deaf thing you could have said.
Oh, hell no, bro. He went multinational on that shit. That's insane, bro. Holy.
Like, I think he's officially pissed off every single demographic of person. Like, I don't think there's a single...
Not every single
Who
one.
still likes Kanye?
Shit. I was gonna say... Never mind, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
I was gonna say the Klansman I like, when I realized, oh wait, oh no,
he got suspended from Instagram again.
He did?
Yeah, guess who he was targeting?
Who?
It's the Jews. It's always the Jews. I don't know why. I don't know why he has such a death boner here.
What's with Kanye and the Jewish demographic specifically?
I don't know, right? When did this become like a thing? This guy needs to take his meds. I know that's just because he's not on his meds, but this is a real fucking conundrum.
Like it's one thing when he says some whack shit about like his own race. It's like me trashing white people. It's like, yeah, it can still be considered rude to some, but no one really cares nearly as much.
Well, whenever I use being white as an excuse, I'm gonna be honest with you, because if I screw up someone's name, especially like where I work, there's a lot of different people, like different ethnicity there, and I cannot pronounce their names for shit, and they know that. Mm-hmm. So whenever I fuck it up, I just go, "Listen, I'm white, okay." You know damn well I was gonna fuck that up.
See, it's funny because I'm white, but I have a kooky, crazy name, so I don't have that excuse.
Yeah, you don't have. I see. That's my perk. My name's still bread and butter. I can just do that.
Yeah, you're actually like basic white boy. I have a little flair on me. I got that exotic side, you know.
One of my coworkers came in. She had like, it's kind of like Ash Wednesday, how the Catholics do that, but it's for her religion. So instead of like Ash, she had like this white mark on her forehead. It looked like with her hat on. It looked like she got viciously attacked by a wild cat. So I was like, "Oh, holy shit! Did you like fall over or something? Are you good?" And she told me it was like for her religion. And I went, "Listen, I'm white. I'm also out of here."
No, there's no salvaging that, bro.
You look like you got attacked.
No, there's no salvaging that, bro. You fucked up. You just gotta walk away. I respect the dip after that.
Yeah, I was gone. I was literally leaving at the time too. I left early that day because I was feeling sick. So
this type of shit is exactly why whenever I'm talking to people, I never acknowledge like very specific elements of them that make me curious in any way that's more like defined than being like, oh, what's that? Because I know I'm going to fuck something up.
I remember.
Golden rule.
Yeah.
Golden rule. If you don't know someone's parents and you don't know of the relations to their parents, never bring up their parents because they're either always going to have a dead dad, or a deadbeat mom or something, and then you're gonna feel bad if you make a joke about family shit.
Oh yeah. Uh, I remember when we went to visit some of our friends, where I got that shitty vodka. One of them points out like my little like boil or whatever on my forehead here. It's really small, but I've had it since I was a kid. And he just goes, "Hey, you look like you have a pimple there." And I just go, "Nope, that's a part of my body." I could get it cut off, but I'm not doing it.
I remember this, bro.
That's a real, actual part of my body. It's not something that gets popped.
That's so yeah. It's shit like that. It's always shit like that. People always fumble with
It's
that.
funny too because it's something I forget I have because no one actually mentions it ever. So he brought it up, and I went, "No, I know what you're talking about. That's real. That's just a part of my body." Believe me, young Doyle tried to get rid of it until he just got over it.
Yeah. Like, I don't have anything too noticeable. The closest thing I'd have is, like, a scar, but even though it should be pretty visible, I'm pretty good at, like, keeping it low-key anyways. Because it's on my arm, so I just, like... I mean, I usually wear sleeved clothing anyways, but even when I don't, my arms are usually face down, so no one really asks about it. I don't think anyone's ever asked about it, actually, now that I think about it.
I certainly didn't, because I'm not one that asks about scars, given how much I have.
Yeah, it's like, I guess that's one of those things where people kind of more understand it's a scar, therefore there's a backstory behind it I may or may not fuck up by asking, right?
Yeah. My scars are pretty funny how I got some of them. But, like, I'm not going to go into it here. Because if I ever find the guy who gave me one of them, I'm going to knock his teeth out.
Mine are not so funny.
Well, we're not going to get into that. Speaking of not so funny, I think this time we talk about these horrific news stories that happened.
That's your segue, bro?
Well, not funny.
Bro, you're crazy on that one.
I'm nuts, man.
Died.
Yeah, a lot of people died.
Like, an insane amount of people.
Let's start with the smaller one here. A bridge in India collapsed where 135 people died. Now, I can't believe I'm saying that's the smaller one. That's nuts, right?
Yep. I feel like before we move on to the second, we should talk about this a bit more.
Oh, I'm not jumping onto that. Yeah, I want to read into the story a bit.
Yeah.
About 200 people were on this bridge over that... Was that the Matchu River? How the fuck do you say that? In the town of Morbius. It's Morbi, but...
In the town of Morbius. That's your line.
Yeah, that's it. Look, it's 2 letters off. When it collapsed into the water below on October 30th at around 6:30 p.m. local time, 30 children. Oh my lord! Why were 200 people standing on a bridge? This does not look like the world's safest bridge either.
No, right? Like, this is something that I feel... I remember I was talking with my mom about this, actually. With both of these instances that we're going to talk about. There's an element of it, okay, you can't blame everyone, especially not the children, because they're fucking children. They don't know what's going on. But there's an element to both of these accidents where it is the fault of people and their poor decision making entirely, and the realization that, what are you even thinking about? Why would you do this? You know?
Oh yeah. This one, I did watch the video, and it did look like they were just trying to shake the bridge. So this is like a party thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a fucking mistake waiting to happen.
Yeah, like, why would you do that? Why would you ever start fucking jumping on a thing that looks as wrinkly dink as this? I'm gonna say it. Like you said, it's not the most stable looking bridge in the world.
It was made back in British rule, dude. That's an old bridge. Like, this one, oh my god, this was just waiting to happen.
Yeah, I must say, this is not a mastercraft of engineering. Do not jump on, like, very narrow and wonky-looking bridges. You're asking for trouble.
It was built, like, 1900. It was, like, 120.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit. And I'm actually amazed it stood this long.
Do we know the load capacity on? I know.
Load? I'll look.
Yeah.
I don't have the exact number here, but I'm assuming, given the circumstances, 200 people might have been too much.
I think so. Yeah. What gave that away, Doyle? Jeez. You don't say. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry, bro.
it's okay. So it was closed for renovations in April, so it got renovated and it reopened on the 26th. So that people were like celebrating the bridge being back or something. And that's really funny. The managing director told reporters the structure would not need any major work for 8 to 10 years. That is
comment.
wow. That makes this so much stupider.
That comment age worse than the moldy cheese I have in my fridge right now. Holy shit, bro.
Do you think that guy like lost his job? Like he just blatantly lied.
I think he there may be criminal charges here depending on how
I
the
also
fucking
don't
jurisdiction
think
is.
that he intended or she, I don't know, intended for 200 people to start swinging this thing back and forth.
No, but again, this goes back to what I said about the load capacity, and then knowing how much it can take. If there was an anything warning of,
I
what
doubt
the
there was a
load is.
warning sign. I highly doubt there was a warning sign.
Like, obviously, I don't know much about India's like jurisdictions, but I know here, for example, when it comes to engineering accidents like this, with bridges or with any structures, the engineers who, at the end of the day, like the last line of engineers who like actually have to inspect all this stuff and be sure that it's safe for everyday people to use. If there's ever an accident, they are the ones legally responsible, and that does mean massive legal charges. So yeah, not only lost job, but also possibly a shit ton of legal action if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. I think it's time to talk about the second one here, which is also very avoidable. A stampede in Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah,
This,
it was
oh my god,
massive, absolutely fucking massive. Like, was supposed to kind of be a party kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just went absolutely south, and this is where where again the whole idea of some people really need to think about their fucking actions and what they're doing, and not realize they're realize they're non-invincible. Because
the thing is, when you're drunk, let's be honest, a lot of people were drinking. It's a Halloween party, right? You do lose that inhibition, and you don't realize. Once you get knocked to the floor in a stampede, you're dead.
Yeah,
you don't even realize.
There's no getting out of that. There really isn't. There's too many people too close to each other, and you're just fucked.
And
I get
apparently,
that.
oh sorry, yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I get that your decision making is kind of shot when drinking, but you have to get there first for a stampede to occur, which either implies that they were drinking before they got to the party, or people are just fucking stupid and just still pushing into the giant fucking crowd that
there was 100,000 people,
which is a lot.
When
right?
I heard that and heard in the word stampede,
Holy
I was
shit.
actually kind of amazed that only 156 people died. 100,000 is a big number.
That is a very big number. That is only a percentile of people died in that situation, which not a good thing. Let me clarify that, but holy shit.
Yeah, but then also look at how big South Korean streets are. Like, a lot of these streets, if especially comparing them to, like, Toronto and stuff, you can only fit one-way cars on, like, only one way. These streets are small as shit. And you have 100,000 people going through this basically entire city. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, it was crowded as hell. 26 foreigners, I'm pretty sure, were killed. And I heard, I can't find it here, but I think there's still like 2,000 people missing. When I first read the story, I found out what my coworker told me about it. I read it at work. So take this with a grain of salt. But I recall reading on one of the first articles that about 2,000 people are missing. That number is definitely down by now. But this is a disaster. Holy crap.
Yeah, and another thing I think to note is that most of the people allegedly were in their teens and their 20s, which goes back to the poor decision making, and that people need to realize they're non-invincible and that our bodies are pretty frail. And you should not go and crush yourself in a giant amount of people. If you see it, walk away. Because shit like this can happen.
Like,
Like genuinely, I think especially stampedes are an issue most people don't realize can genuinely
that's
happen.
exactly it. Most people don't realize stampedes are that big of a threat. But they
Mhm.
really are. They don't seem like they are. But then, like, Astro World happened, and now stampedes are very dangerous. This year, I think we should have seen this coming, given that COVID is finally lax. Like, we can actually go out and party now. So this Halloween, again, I said earlier, for me, it was a bigger Halloween than the past 2 years combined. People wanted to go out this year, okay? Um,
I did an essay on IKEA on Halloween night.
dude, you are fucking lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to log
Yeah?
into GT Online to get the Sasquatch outfit.
God, you are so fucking lame.
Dude, it's a Sasquatch outfit. How's that lame?
Yeah, and I had an IKEA essay, bro. I got to talk
Don't
about
say I got to do this. Like, working on IKEA related anything is like a flex.
Bro, I'm sorry. Are you telling me that their fucking stock is not hype? Their naming scheme,
That's true.
bro.
That's true. I'll give them that.
The naming scheme and the affordability goes crazy.
Have you seen that game? I guess we'll talk about gaming news now. We'll switch topics here. They actually got in trouble with IKEA because there's a game coming out based on the SCP. Like, literally, it is an SCP game about
know
the
what you're
Infinite Store.
talking
Yeah.
about.
And IKEA,
Yeah.
IKEA
Hold on,
basically.
yeah, but before you move on, well, obviously need to clarify that is literally just an infinite IKEA. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like you enter it and it just never ends. It's just a continuous stream of that IKEA like pathway with the furniture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And someone's making this game, and actually it does look pretty fun. I'll be honest with you. This looks like a co-op horror game I can get behind. Especially those creepy. If you actually look at the Steam page, there's like you could look at all the monsters in the description. The kids department monsters are fucking creepy. The television head guys are pretty cool. The TV golems are really cool. I like them. I like how the different monsters have their own areas of the store they stick to. That's pretty fun.
So sorry, I'm just pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
My Steam is shitting itself
Well,
violently.
I'll talk about the game real quick. Basically it's still in development. It didn't get canceled. IKEA basically sent them a message saying, "Hey, can you not refer to us?" And it was obviously the store in the game. They had to change the name. It wasn't IKEA, but it used the IKEA coloring and kind of logo. It changed the name. I think it was it was another Swedish name. And IKEA's like, "Listen, it's very clear that you're referencing us. Can you not?" And so the game's in development. They just need to change a bunch of textures. And really, if anything, it brought a lot of attention to this game. And I'm happy it did. This game looks pretty fun, if a little cheap, but it looks like there's going to be a hefty amount of content in this survival game, this co-op survival game. I especially like.
Name, by the way,
sorry,
what's the exact name?
the store is closed.
The store's closed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I particularly like how in the description and it implies that you can go into the SCP labs with a key card and unleash other anomalies. Like you got the plague doctor dude in there. And that's really that's really cool to me. I like how you can unleash more fucking monsters. I don't know. Sounds like there's gonna be progression here.
Yeah, no, that's sick as hell. This seems fun. We better pull up to this
Oh,
shit.
when we get a release date, I'll be back on this. You know, I'll actually
That's
put this on my
cool,
wish
man.
list for now, just so I'll follow it. There you go.
Yeah. Now it's right next to Squirrel with a Gun, the other masterpiece that's gonna be coming out eventually.
Speaking of
I'm gonna bring it up
masterpieces,
every time.
Frog Detective 3 came out. Me and I haven't played that.
Oh my god, yeah, you boys were me right in this.
Dude, what a perfect finale to the trilogy.
Really?
Holy fuck. This game actually threw us for a really good loop. Because it's one of those games that has like a fake ending after. Because normally when you finish the mystery in these games, there's like a dance party or something and the credits roll. Here, they actually. This baffled me. You get framed for it, which I saw coming from a mile away. It wasn't. This game is made for children. The plot is not too, hardcore. But then they throw you in the prison, which in this universe, prison doesn't exist. They made it up for you. They call it the bad room. Like, crime doesn't exist. The whole joke is crime isn't real. There is no such thing as crime. Even though these are, especially in this game, it's a crime. What they did was a crime.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, you get thrown in prison, and then there's this. They actually play a whole, like, 3-minute song, and they play credits. And when the credits end, they go, yeah, there's another minute to the song, so we're just gonna put the fucking end credits to Degrassi High, The Next Generation, Season 6, Episode 2. And they just do that. What? They just... I thought that was really funny. And meanwhile, while this is happening, it's showing you screenshots of you in prison, and Detective Frog, or Frog Detective, is sad. and I actually was like, no, we're gonna come back and he's gonna get out of prison. But like, it goes on long enough that you go, wait a minute, is this actually the ending?
I love those fake out endings, bro. I love them so much. I love them when they're just long enough that they actually get you.
Yeah, because it actually does just play the entire credit song. They double down on it. So when you get control of another character who appeared in the first game, and you play as him, it's a short epilogue. You release Detective Frog, and the ending is super fucking wholesome, because there's a whole running gag that because of his weird head shape, he can't wear a hat. The hats don't fit on him. They mention it a lot in these games for some reason. So for his birthday, they all pitch in and make him a custom small hat that fits between his eyes. Because his head's like it's a weird shape. They get a hat that perfectly fits. And he sheds a single tear and it ends. Man, what a perfect game series. What a perfect trilogy.
Absolutely beautiful. That was...
Frog Detective was fucking awesome. I'm actually part of me's a little bummed there's no more Frog Detective games coming out, but like...
This man really experienced a masterpiece here if he's feeling like this.
No fucking... The fact they got me with that fucking... Because I knew they were going to fucking fake me out, but then I didn't know they were going to do it, and then they did it, and I went, fuck.
Yeah, and it's my favorite... That's my favorite trope, honestly.
I think it might be mine, too.
Dude, just a good... There's nothing better than a good fake out in a story. Nothing better. I swear, bro. It hits so hard.
This is such a masterpiece. One of the characters in the game, he's a penguin, so obviously I had to voice him if you know my backstory. I gave him a really fucked up voice. Like, it actually hurt my throat to do his voice for an extended period of time. And at the very last time he spoke, I did like a coughing thing, and I went, guys, holy shit. I'm sorry. I had something in my throat there for so long. I even gave that guy a character arc he wasn't supposed to have.
Would you care to give the audience a little sample of your beautiful, beautiful penguin voice?
I'll just read someone else's line here, because I don't think I have a line from the supervisor. You're right. But
God, I regret asking.
Yeah, that was a mistake on your part.
That was a massive mistake, bro.
I used to have like a slightly different one, but it's been like it's been like a year since we played the last one, so I don't remember what the voice sounded like. So I just remember fucking hurt my throat, so I just make it hurt my throat.
How do I make this more engaging for me and my friend? I'm going to give myself vocal damage.
Well, it worked. So it's the same idea as in Citizen Kane, why they put like a screaming bird in there for no fucking reason, to wake up the audience in case they fell asleep. That's real, by the way. In Citizen Kane, they threw like I think it's like halfway through the movie, near the end or something. They just put a fucking screaming bird in case the audience got tired.
Bro, I respect that.
It's really funny.
No wonder people tote this shit as a masterpiece, bro. That's so funny.
It's funny because people try and give it more meaning than it actually is. Because there's a lot of stuff in that movie that actually has meaning and deeper meaning and stuff. That's not one of them. Sure, you could apply meaning to it, but it was not intended to. So I just think that's really funny.
Yeah. No, that leads to a good discussion about just We all know that the joke where English fucking teachers always go
I knew that's where you're
overboard
going with
with,
this.
yeah, because it happens so fucking much, and people need to shut the fuck up and just enjoy their media.
Mm. I looking into something. I'm actually the only one thing I'm glad I actually looked into deeper, and that was No Country for Old Men. Because not only is it a fantastic book, that's one of like my favorite fucking movies of all time. It is so fucking good, and it has no real right to be. Because I remember reading the book, and I was getting really fucking irritated because they all speak in a very southern accent. So there's
I
a
remember this. I
Yeah.
remember you complain about like every day.
it pissed me off, dude, because it's a bitch to read. Speak American. No, it's just a bunch of
American.
Shut up. They're actually speaking more American than most Americans. It's just there's a lot of random punctuation that does not like belong there. But the weird part is, yeah, I can picture exactly what they sound like because of it. So I mean, that's cool. At least
So it achieved its goal.
it definitely fucking did. Hurt my brain a bit, but but it's still a fantastic fucking movie. I don't really want to talk about that too much longer, but
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I personally, I have, in fact, I have not consumed any media for the past like week and a half, like at all. If I'm gonna be honest, I have not
consume, Kuba. What are you doing? Buy pop
Bro,
figures.
I'm not consumerist enough, bro.
Buy Nintendo Switch pop figures. Ha!
Oh,
Marvel.
Did you know that? Oh, fuck. Oh, now I gotta look up the info, the sauce. But apparently, Nintendo Switch Online has been selling like hotcakes because Nintendo's like revenue has been going crazy.
That's good. It sucks.
Yeah, it's so horrible, and I think the reason I think they made like $1 billion in revenue last year because of Nintendo Switch Online subscriptions, which is insane.
If I'm gonna be honest, it's because there's like 6 people actually buying the goddamn N64 bundle or whatever, and also most people just forget they're paying for it.
They do, and it's a real problem because, dog, there's like 2 fucking games you're gonna use Nintendo Switch Online for.
It's true.
One of them Smash Bros. And the other one's whatever new fucking Nintendo game's coming out that has online play
There's
for like a month or two.
Splatoon, Mario Kart, and Mario Maker, and Smash Bros. That's 4 games, and they're all so different. And you're probably only gonna like 1 or 2 of them. And
Yeah.
also Splatoon fucking sucks. So
There's a lot of people who don't want to hear that because
listen, say what you want about shut the fuck. Say what you want about Donkey. He's right. They made a control scheme so fucking shit that they said fuck it, hit the floor instead. Christ, he's right, dude.
Listen, I'm not one to talk because I don't really play those games because they don't appeal to me at all. But my friend, I shit you not, begged me. Fucking, you know who
I
this
know
is.
who it is.
He fucking begged me to borrow my Switch because he hacked his, so he can't use his account to fucking play online. So he begged me to borrow mine so he could play Splatoon fucking 3.
Oh my god,
That's
I
the
just
funniest shit to me.
that is funny. Oh my god, Splatoon sucks. Screw that shit. Was he playing with my online that my friend is paying for?
See, I don't know. That's the funny part because I
Definitely
know
was.
I don't have online, so he's either using yours or he bought fucking online
He's
on
definitely
my
using mine.
Switch.
If I go on my Switch and I see that I have like Splatoon achievements, or they're not achievements, but if I have anything Splatoon related, I'll go, what the fuck?
After the podcast, could you please inform
No,
me? I'm
Switch
so
is
curious.
dead, so I'll plug it in. I'll let you know whenever I get plugged in.
Please, I need to know.
I really don't use the Switch ever. I don't even know where my dock is to be. Oh, actually, no, it's down here somewhere. It's so rare that I actually use the fucking thing because, like when Splatoon 3 was like the last big release, right?
Yeah, they hardly release big like games anymore. There's not enough to keep me interested in the console.
Well, there's one game coming out, but it's also coming out on PC. Who did anyone say Oregon Trail remake?
They're making a remake of Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
Oregon Trail?
Yeah, it's real.
No.
It's real. It's real. You can look at it right now. It's real. You can play as Native Americans now, too.
Yo, it looks so drip.
It does look drip, right? You bet your ass when this launches, we're playing fucking Oregon Trail.
Fuck yeah, I can't wait to starve at an intensely fast rate.
I can't win to shit myself till I die.
Traffic. Let's go, bro. Oh, it better be as fucking stupid as the original. It better be, bro.
I hope so. I feel like they better. That's what you double down on, right?
Yes. To be fair, in the description, one of the key selling points is that it's true to the original. So,
As long as it's the original
Fuck.
with new shit. The inventory is a little different now. They have like a Resident Evil style inventory, which is pretty cool. That's all I really know about the game, to be honest with you. I watched the trailer for it, but it just looks cool. I'm really happy. I'm excited. It's coming out on Steam, so I'll probably get it on Steam. But this is a game that would work well on Switch, honestly. That's a fine Switch game, and it is coming on Switch. So,
no, but that's something that I was gonna bring mention to is that now the Switch. I mean, I don't have one personally, so I can't test this too hard. But the Steam Deck is a thing now, right? The
Yeah.
Steam Deck is the Nintendo Switch, but far, far, far more powerful.
and you can emulate Switch games on it. So,
Yeah.
make it that way you will.
So you can do whatever you want with it at this point. That makes the Switch completely obsolete because by all means, graphically, it is horrendous.
No, I don't know about that. Especially if you actually do care about online games on the Switch. If you either play Smash or I guess you're the one guy who actually likes Splatoon.
Oh no, you play one of 4 out of like hundreds, if not thousands, of popular games in today's market.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm out in public, I don't want to pull up my Steam Deck and start blasting fucking Elden Ring. Here's the thing: portable gaming used to be so much more appealing to me as a kid than it is now.
It is to everyone when you're a kid because
Yeah.
there's a much of a different market for it, right?
Yeah, but like I cannot fucking fathom. I'm out in public and decide, fuck it, let's get some Skyrim done. Like the way I see it, Skyrim's gonna be there when I get home. It's not going
but
anywhere.
So you make this argument, but counterpoint, the Nintendo Switch also made a big deal of porting Skyrim a while back.
And no one
remember.
like that's exactly how that's why I'm using that example is because when I was a kid and I played Skyrim for the first time, I was like, man, I'd love to play this at school. Then I actually played it at school. And I went, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Skyrim.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care about portable gaming, and in my opinion, it's a whatever thing with the Switch. The reason I have it is for the exclusives. I never
same.
gave a rat's ass about the portability. I know people do, but that's why I suggest that the Steam Deck is genuinely a better option in every way besides the exclusives.
I'd
which,
count
again,
that by
emulate.
saying Switch in high school was dope as fuck. Like being able to set that up on the table and just play Smash Bros. Right there. The Steam Deck can't really do that.
I agree, it can't do that, but that is such a specific thing. Because again,
But that's
it's
what
like
the Switch was
one
good
of-
at.
Yeah, the exclusive. That's all. Because that's Nintendo's whole fucking market shtick nowadays.
Well, no, I mean, let's just be able to set it up on a table at like a fucking anywhere and just set 4 controllers to it and just play a game like Mario Party or something.
Yeah,
Like
Shindo
that's what it was
controllers
good
suck,
at.
though. Shindo controllers absolutely suck. and
That's
I
true.
will-
You need to bring the
I
fucking
will
pro
die on that
controllers.
hill. Yeah.
The Joy-Cons
They're
do
act-
suck dick, and I will actively avoid using them.
I remember the first time I ever laid my hands on a Joy-Con. I was like, I looked at my friend who got the Switch earlier than me, and I looked at him and I was like, dude, this is tiny. This is fucking ass.
Yeah, like I can't. They don't fit in my grown man hands.
Yeah. Like, straight up no excitement at all once I felt the controller. It was awful.
And then they have the whole like
Awful.
drifting issue, which is still a problem.
And I shit you not, this is why I keep bringing up the Steam Deck being like a more powerful system, is because this is something that pisses me off a lot that I don't see anyone talking about. But for multiple generations now, Nintendo has technologically been behind every other competitor,
Oh, yeah.
and no one talks about it. No one talks about that. Even though I like the system, the Wii U, and the Switch all were graphically by a significant margin inferior
Yep.
to whatever Sony, Microsoft's
And then
counterparts were.
Nintendo makes up for it by making their games look stylish, right? So you can't
It does.
tell. Like Mario 3D World at the time did look on par with other games just because of the style.
Yes.
Like
and I
Persona,
respect
people
that.
think that's a graphically intensive game. It's not.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I could immediately tell Persona 5 was not graphically intensive. Maybe
Yeah,
that's just me,
but everyone, like especially our one friend who's a huge fan, was telling me like this game could not run on Switch. It fucking can. Shut up. I don't care. It can.
it ran on the fucking PS3. Of course, it can run on the Switch.
Yeah, like that I think people are really undermining. Like, Persona 5, even Royal, is not that graphically intensive at all.
No, it's not, because it's the same fucking graphics as the original, which was on the
You
PlayStation 3.
You can run this with a fucking 650. Dude. I'm looking
Yeah.
at this on this fucking Steam page. Oh my god, but a fucking old-ass laptop, a ThinkPad could probably run this. Holy shit.
Like I do believe people over-exaggerate how weak the Switch is, but it is still a
Oh, yeah.
problem that consistently their last 3 fucking console generations, Nintendo has been behind, and everyone just accepts it.
Yeah, because they get away with it. At least the exclusives are good, and like the graphics don't matter all that much. However, I will say, in Breath of the Wild, when you go to the fucking forest area and it starts lagging, guys, either cut some foliage out or fix the shit. That was awful.
I do make another counterpoint with the graphics, though, because while I agree 100% with the exclusives, the actual in-house Nintendo stuff, which already is their biggest selling point in the market, the fact that they own The Legend of Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon, is the one reason they can get away with all of this. But it's that anytime there's any third-party game, I will always get it on any system besides the Switch.
Yeah.
Because why would I get it on the fucking Switch?
Exactly. I have no fucking reason. Like, the only game I've considered getting on the Switch was Stardew Valley. Because that's just a game that you can play in bed or whatever, right? That's a vibe game.
Yeah, it's a vibe game. I understand that.
That's the only game I've ever considered. But I ended up getting it on PC anyways, because PC is multiplayer. So, I don't see a reason to ever buy a game on the fucking eShop on the Switch.
Yes, and it's just, at least this, people did actually shit on Nintendo for it a bit, but all the ports they fucking made of other games on the Switch, granted, these were already ports.
Witcher 3!
Witcher 3, shit like that, yeah, fucking Christ almighty.
I'm actually really impressed the Switch could run it in the first place, but Christ, it's a cringe.
Yeah, I am too. I'll give it credit there, but it's still going to be graphically inferior. Same thing when like Doom ported, when like everything ported. Like they made such a big deal that you can now play these games on the go, but everyone that cared already had these games.
Yeah, those are games I'd rather play on the Steam Deck, but I also don't give enough of a fuck to play them on the go. I see more reason for the Switch because of the exclusives rather than the actual Steam Deck.
Yeah.
But that's just because I don't give a shit about portable gaming, and I don't need to play these games on the go.
Exactly.
I certainly don't need to pay $500 real for 64 gigabytes of space, by the way. You need to pay $700 for a fucking actual useful one.
Yeah,
64 gigs is not enough.
64 gigs is tiny in today's market. It's really bad. But yeah.
How big is fucking Elden Ring on Steam? Hold on. I mean, you can't even run GTA on that.
No, you can't. You can't run a shit ton of games on it, actually.
Yeah.
That recently came out.
Elden Ring is 60 gigabytes. So you get Elden Ring and you get like one other game.
You get Elden Ring, and if you're lucky, some like smaller budget, big studio title.
Yeah. So I just don't see a fucking point in the Steam Deck, especially if that's like the cheapest one, right? Like I can't use that.
Again, I personally don't have a Steam Deck because I don't care about portable gaming, exactly as you were saying. But for the purpose of portable gaming, I still think a better alternative because the Switch also has memory issues. Let's be real.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing both systems have, and that's just the nature of the beast that is portable gaming as well, because it's a fucking handheld device. How much memory can you put in it? It's a problem, but Nintendo does get away with it a bit better because, again, the games already have to be kind of smushed together in a fucking little bowl to make them fit anyways on the system as it is, so...
Yeah, I just look at all my Steam games, so I just don't think there's a single one in here, and I say, man, I'd love to play that at school, or like anywhere else. No, I don't give them a fuck.
Yeah, there's no game ever that I look at and say, man, I want to play this at school.
Yeah, I want to play this on the go. Like, no, I'm good.
I want to play all of these games from the leisure of my home.
Yeah.
Or on a commute if I have literally nothing else to do because I need a pastime.
I think I'd just rather listen to music or something, or just vibe. Right? Like, I don't give enough of a shit. I probably just browse Reddit or something. I don't need this.
Listen, bro, if you're on a long ass fucking plane ride or on a long ass bus ride,
On a plane, I can understand. On a plane, I get that. That's the
yeah.
only time I think I've ever pulled out my 3DS in public and actually used it.
Like, trust me, bro, you would get it when I pulled out my gaming laptop and played Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge. When I was going to fucking commute back to where you lived. I shit you not on that, because the bus ride's like 5 hours. It was pretty fucking hefty. The charger was on the fucking ceiling, and my charger barely reached. My laptop charger barely reached. So what I did, my friend, he slept on the table, and I put the fucking charger on him so it would reach better. And he just lay there. I was like, ah. So it charged on his fucking back. It was really funny.
Yeah, he just didn't even want to bother with that shit. I don't blame him. I wouldn't carry. I was like, okay, whatever.
I respect it. Let me play Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge. Uninterrupted, bro.
I don't really
Yeah, I was
think
going
that's.
crazy.
Well, there's only one more news story to talk about, and that's the whole Elon Musk Twitter thing.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk has finally acquired the Twitter. Did you see? Did you see that when he fucking walked into the HQ, he carried a sink with him and said, "Let that sink in."
You are so full of shit. 1 second. You are full of shit.
Am I? Am I though? Am I?
Hold on. No!
He walked into the building with the fucking sink.
This is. Why am I just hearing about this? Okay, admittedly, this is fucking hilarious, but.
Right, you gotta give him.
I'll give him the one prop on this. I don't really support anything else he's doing right now, but that's fucking funny.
Bro, you buy a multi-billion-dollar company and you walk in with a fucking sink. I gotta respect that.
He is that's kind of, I'm not saying he's based, but that's based. That's based as fuck. That's what I would love to do. But I don't have 44 billion to waste on a company that I don't really want.
Nah, you tripping, bro. You tripping, bro.
And like now he wants to charge people for the verified check. Like you pay for it now. Like no one's doing that.
Bro, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be Kuba Kachow verified.
Cuba, for the love of God, if you pay for verified, I'll like, dude, don't. I swear to God,
you wouldn't get it.
I'm not getting it.
No, I don't get it either, bro. That's
He got
fucking
in an argument with Stephen King on Twitter about it.
It was Stephen fucking.
Yeah, Stephen King
sorry.
was just like $20 for a verified check. Fuck that. And Elon's like, I gotta pay rent somehow, dude. How about $8? Which it says to me either he's fucking joking around, and he's hell bent on 20, or he genuinely doesn't know what to do.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if you know, but Twitter is a company that historically does not make profit ever.
Yeah, because how could they?
Yeah. Especially because their company has never had any kind of innovation whatsoever.
Yeah, they just
Like,
exist.
it's the same fucking thing for years now. There's nothing new ever happening with it.
I would genuinely gain an ounce of respect if he actually just shut down Twitter, even though I know he won't because he wants to make the money back. If he actually did just turn it off, I would actually gain a seldom of respect for the guy. Like, just do the world a favor. He has a rare opportunity to make the world a better place, and if he goes for it...
I mean, shit, bro, look at it this way. He's laying off, like, everyone there.
That's true. That's not good. Not sure about that one. Unless he actually just shuts it down completely.
Yeah, apparently he did go back on that, I think, due to backlash. Don't quote me on that. But I think because people were upset about that, he kind of like retracted the statement that he was firing everyone. He did still lay off people, and he's obviously going to lay off people, but
He did dissolve
everyone.
the board of directors.
Yeah.
That's the only like major thing that's happened.
Which admittedly, I hate people who are richer than me and in positions of power, so
Yeah, fuck
that's
him.
win. Fuck him, bro.
Again, I really don't. I think Twitter's gonna be so much worse with him owning it. It's literally just gonna be a kind of cesspool for people to say incredibly horrible things. But it already was, so I really don't think it's gonna change all that much, guys.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm sorry. There are literally meme gifs that are like Twitter users saying every slur known to mankind the second they lose an argument. And I laugh because it's factual. People do that.
Yeah, Twitter. Like, I have seen enough of Twitter and know that it actually is a cesspool. So, I mean, maybe something will happen here. I don't really like Elon Musk, especially after he called that guy a pedophile for trying to save kids. That was a pretty.
Wait,
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
It was the submarine thing where a bunch of kids got stuck in like a cave. I think it was like, what was it? Where was the cave? I think it was Thailand.
I already don't know the story. Why are you asking?
No,
me?
no, I'm just saying it to myself. I think it was Thailand, yeah. And Elon Musk was like, I'm gonna build a tiny submarine to go in there and get the kids out. And then some guy, like an actual professional diver, went in to save kids and explained why that submarine was a terrible idea. Yeah, it was Thailand. He's like, yeah, no, that's not going to work for a plethora of reasons. So Elon called him a pedophile.
Dude, it's so funny. The exact quote is, "Sorry, pedo guy, you really did ask for it," and while insisting that his mini sub would have been successful. That is the pettiest shit.
Yeah,
bro.
and that's when I was like, oh my god, this guy's actually stupid. Then there was Hyperloop, and that was fucking stupid. And now, like this is this one chance to do something right. Okay? So I'm going to sit back and watch, but so far it's not looking good.
I'm sorry, bro. You just don't get it. Elon Musk is just a gaslighting, gatekeeping girl boss, and you just don't understand.
Don't call
okay?
Elon Musk a girl boss. Don't defile their names.
Oh, my lord. Oh, yeah, I'm being tracked by something,
What?
according to my antivirus. That's fun.
Being tracked? What did you click on?
No, I clicked on Elon Musk calls British diver pedo.
Okay, you're
on
being tracked
Twitter.
by the fucking FBI, I guess.
By the
They wrote they heard the word pedo and they hopped in on that.
fuck, bro. I get. Listen, it was for research, boys. It was
That's for research. It's okay, guys. It was just for research. I googled some
You think-
horrific shit on the deep web, but it was just for research.
Do you think that's what Jared Fogle said to the fucking FBI?
No.
No.
I think he went, yeah, I did it.
Yeah,
What
what do you
of
say
it?
At that point,
Yeah, like,
Ironically-
you get caught 4K.
dude, he didn't just get caught in 4K. I'm sorry. Do you know?
No, yeah,
let me
Jared
Google
Fogle
the
was a...
statistics.
Are we gonna go over the Jared fucking Fogle story?
I mean, it kind of fits the current vibe.
I don't know if I
suppose.
like that. I just want to
Oh my
quickly
God.
check, though. I'll wait till after, actually, sorry.
No. Hold
It's
on, I'm
are
trying to
completely irrelevant. I just don't know if we talked about it in the show yet. And it happened, like, last month, so...
Okay, I'm just gonna say it was 3 terabytes of child porn that Jared Fogle
That was
had.
him? I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, it was 3 terabytes.
Oh my god! I didn't know it was ever that much. I guess I never knew how much it was, I guess, in hindsight.
Okay, hold on, because there's different sources here.
I don't
saying
want to
like-
Google how much
Yeah.
of that thing he had. I feel like I'm going to be put on more watch list I'm already on.
Probably. Because here's the thing. The minimum value that people have suggested is 3 terabytes. The maximum, although I think this is off because there's no way, is 100 to 200 terabytes. So 3 is the minimum that people are saying.
Oh,
Therefore, that's
That's
the
such a big
minimum.
fucking... Holy shit. There's no way
Bro.
it's 100. That's bullshit. The
there's
highest that I
no
know is
shot.
58.
Who?
It was some guy, I think in 2020 or 2018. Good. Yeah, in 2018 there was a guy, and then I think he was officially charged. It was in Texas. I think he was officially charged in 2020.
Jesus Christ, that's still an astronomical amount. Where do people find this much of this shit, bro?
I'm asking for a friend. Jesus, Cube, you can't just go asking where do I find that.
Okay, that's a fair point. It was meant to be rhetorical. However, you raise a fair point. I can be taken very out of context.
Yeah, I just want to know for a friend, guys. I'm a fiction on the watch list. I hope they know this is like me making fun of you. I hope people know.
I hope you know what I am about to say is ironic, but says the most racist, vile shit known to mankind.
I'm just joshing, bro.
just.
I just want to be clear because it's been a minute. Have we talked about the chess lawsuit on the stream yet?
Yeah.
We have?
Yeah, we sure should have.
The 400 million. Okay. Because I couldn't remember if we talked about that, and I wanted to like see if there's an update, but there's not.
We definitely talked about the poop shoot.
No, we definitely did talk about that. But like the actual lawsuit that came from it.
Oh, the lawsuit? We didn't really go too much into the specifics of it.
As long as you mentioned there's a $400 million lawsuit.
That was a lot of millions, bro.
Well, the reason for it's fucking because the law system is stupid, and it's because they can't get more than they asked for, but they can get anything in between. So if you see them for $3,000, you might just get the $3,000. If you sue them for $400 million, you're not getting that, but you might get like $1 million for the same thing.
That's true, yeah.
So you just put an absurd number. It's fucking stupid how it works.
Bro, you're basically gambling.
You're gambling.
You're basically playing a lottery. Oh, I could sue. Let's spin the roulette and see how much prize money I get.
I'm curious if it's going to go. Like, I don't. We haven't heard any update on it since that. I'd like an update. But yeah, the last post on Hans Niemann's Twitter is from the lawsuit. It's the exact thing I'm talking about. I'm gonna pull this up actually. Hold on.
Yeah, what's the exact thing he said?
He just said my lawsuit speaks for itself, and actually dropped his entire lawsuit. Like this fucking how much page? 44-page lawsuit here. Obviously not reading the whole thing. I'm gonna hardly read it at all. But
I do want to clarify though. All the sources I'm reading say it's 100 million.
Oh, maybe it was 100. That makes more sense. Yeah. It's been a hot minute.
That's still astronomical, all things considered.
Yeah, I just remember it being an absurd number, so I just knew it was something 100 million. I didn't know how much.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think there's any situation in which Hans Niemann would have received this much money.
He's not getting 100 million, period. I'm gonna say that.
He's not getting a period, but there's no way he would have gotten this much money had Magnus Carlsen not accused him. There's no shot, bro.
It's just, with all the evidence that came out, it's kind of hard to say he didn't cheat. Like, in this specific match, probably not. Maybe, probably. I actually don't know. But when it was found out that he lied about cheating in the past, like he said, "Oh, I only cheated twice." Then they came out and said, no, actually you cheated well over 100 times, and a lot of it was for money. That's when I was like, okay, so this guy's full of shit, and I can't take a single word of what he's saying true.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. Even if this does go in his favor, and it turns out that there is some shit kind of that's incorrect in between the lines, we know for a fact that he has cheated, and in my opinion, that should already bar him from participating.
Yeah, that especially for that level of cheating, he's cheated a lot.
Yes,
for money, mind you. Okay,
and even if those hundreds, let's say, aren't real, and only the ones that he himself has come out and said are real, the two.
Yeah,
that's still too many for you to probably be allowed to play at a professional level, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's hard to take anything he says seriously, especially after he was caught lying. And I do know that at that high level play, you can pretty much call out if someone's cheating from the moves they're making pretty much instantly. That is, especially if you're like Magnus Carlsen, right? Like, you can tell when someone is a robot.
Yeah, like Magnus Carlsen eats, sleeps, and shits that game. He fucking knows chess better than I know myself, probably.
Actually, I forgot about this. There's actually one more news story I want to talk about that I saw. I don't really care for this sport whatsoever, but this was fucking nuts. I want to talk about it anyways. Okay. It blew up my Reddit feed. Ross Chastain, in I guess, I don't know if this is Formula, it's a NASCAR, I guess, we have a friend who's super into NASCAR. He probably lost his fucking mind. This guy did some video game shit and went from 10th to 5th. And actually got himself a spot in like a championship race or something. Again, I don't watch the sport.
Well, I gotta find the clip and watch it.
It's really fucking funny. I'm gonna see if it's just like out of fucking nowhere. Here, I'll send you the ESPN article, and I think it's in here.
Okay.
So watch that. Let me know if it's in there. I can't watch it right now, obviously, because actually I guess I can. I still have the audio off, but he said that he learned how to do this from playing NASCAR on the PS1.
Bro, respect to this man. That's king shit. I love shit like that. It reminds me of that story where that one kid managed to like save himself from crash. Oh my god.
So, yeah, he gets right up against the wall and just kicks the pedal to the fucking metal, dude.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's so ballsy. Holy shit.
It was nuts. So I saw that and I went, holy fucking shit. And everyone in the comments was losing their mind because this is unheard of, right? This is dumb.
I'm sorry. It's so awesome seeing someone do what I do on a regular basis when I play racing games.
That's how I play Mario Kart, bro.
Bro, this is how I play fucking Forza. And I see this man doing it, it's like, hell yeah, bro. I should be a professional racer.
Well, it only works on this one particular track because everyone has to go really slow around the turns. So if you just go up against the wall and the wall turns for you, you don't need to. So, I mean, and also, if there was one single dent in that wall or clip or anything, that his car would have been fucking destroyed. That was a very dangerous, ballsy move. But it fucking paid off so hard.
You gotta respect that. Most people would not have the balls to essentially ram into a fucking wall. Right?
Yeah, and I remember watching it, the commentators popped off. They were like, what the fuck? They didn't swear, but that's insane. Like you especially if you watch this sport like religiously, I don't think that's, well, to my knowledge anyways, I've never seen that happen before. I've never heard anyone talk about that happening before. So that's a really sick play.
Yeah, no, that is insane.
Yeah. I'm glad even though we both don't care for this sport whatsoever, we can look at that and say, holy fuck.
No, that's badass. My favorite part of this clip you sent as well is that you can see, like, the fucking, like, whatever you want, whatever it's called, repo crew or the, like, repair crew.
Yeah, they're just going nuts, right?
They go crazy on that shit.
I also love this clip because the one I saw, it didn't show his position. Here you can see what position he's in, who he's passing and when. The one clip I saw didn't have that. This one does. And this qualified him for a championship race or something. A championship spot, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, holy shit. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. That's a career-defining moment, bro. That is
dude, you could retire. That's some, like, fucking Cars shit. Lightning McQueen would pull that off.
Bro, that's the Evo moment 34 of NASCAR.
Yeah, holy god, you're not topping that, ever.
That's so good. Unironically, like, I know I keep saying it, but genuinely, just because I'm actually fucking impressed. That's insane.
I've never been impressed by NASCAR before, even though I know it's an impressive thing to do. I just never gave a shit. Suddenly, I give a shit. That was really cool.
Suddenly, I give multiple shits, bro. That's insane.
If we could get our NASCAR friend on the podcast, I want him to talk about this play in depth. I want him to give us the spark notes.
Bro, I want the full analysis. No spark notes here. I want him
to go in depth.
Yeah. I want him to go in deep as hell, just fucking give us every little small detail about like how his fucking car aerodynamically like moved that shit or whatever. I don't fucking care.
Well, I know how it works. It's not too complicated, but it's just wow. God, I don't really have any other news stories though. That's like the big finale for me. For people at home, that's the Ross Chastain. I think I'm saying that right. Wall ride clip. So I'd go look at that. That is nuts. Any other big story? Anything else we want to talk about?
I mean, not really. I think I think we covered just about all the bases of what has happened recently.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely about out of stuff. Except
Yeah.
for the drink here. So 1 second. I have to stand up.
It's
It's on the table.
Doyle's drink of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
This is another one that we did in an episode that didn't air. So I'll have to do it again. But I was kind of holding off on it. Not because it's bad or anything. I haven't really gotten around to it.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned and it's not.
No, it's
bad.
not that one.
It's not the episode 50 special.
we're almost a fifth of the way there.
Almost, bro. It's a ticking time bomb, but it's getting there surely.
It's every week I go, fuck.
One step closer to insanity, bro.
Well, what we got here is a Canadian special, kind of like Crown Royal. It's a whiskey. I did a lot of vodka in the past couple of weeks. We're gonna give that a long break.
Yeah, I think you really vodka'd the people.
I have. I didn't really intend to do Crystal Head, but I just found out I had that. This was supposed to be last week's drink. All right, this is Gretzky 99, the maple cask. I kind of put a little scratch in the logo. Just realized. I've had this bottle for a bit. When I went to Puerto Rico, I brought they had a different version, the red cask, with me. So they do make different versions of this.
Yeah, I see it.
So I have tried both. I don't know which one I prefer. I don't know when I'm going to find out which one I prefer. But as far as bottles go, it's very basic. Nothing special here. It's a round bottle. It's I don't know what you want me to say about this one. It's basic. Again, it looks fine on a shelf. Not cool though. It's not like the fucking Crystal Head, obviously. It kind of reminds you a little bit of a rum bottle though.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I look at the bottle design for this one, this is probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's so basic.
It reminds me a lot of rum. Mostly whiskeys you'll find are more like rectangular. If you look like Jack Daniels and Gentleman Jack and J.P. Weisers and all that, it's a lot more rectangular. This is very round for a whiskey. It's not like there's set bottle designs or anything. It's just weird how they all look like that. It looks more like a rum. Actually, it looks a lot like Absolute. I don't have a bottle for comparison, but it looks a lot like Absolute vodka. So
yeah, I'm just search it up. Oh yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, Absolute is still worse. Actually, I take that back. You're
yeah,
right.
I think this does look cooler. It's better than Absolute just because of the actual logo and stuff. But it's
also
nothing
because it actually has color to it.
yeah, it's some more color to it. Absolute's still my least favorite bottle, I think. Yeah, okay, we'll get into it. Also, it has a cork though, so that's cool. 1 second. Is that satisfying?
Oh, I like the pop, bro.
That was a good pop. I remember using this
very
actually
good
for a video I had to make for class. I needed like a popping sound, and I got this bottle and I did that into a microphone. So
Respect, because that was a good fucking pop.
It was
that
really
was
good.
probably the best one that I've heard you do in a while.
yeah, I mean it's very rare you actually get these nowadays. I find I realize only like 2 of my bottles have a cork like that. So, all right, thumbs up. You definitely taste the maple. I didn't do a smell test. Hold on.
Wow, he fucking up his own.
I did my I fucked it up.
He fucked up his own segment, boys.
I'll do a smell test in a second. I'm gonna get the taste done first. Holy shit. I mean, it's if you like flavor, there's flavor there. I wouldn't say this is something I drink very often. It's not bad or anything. It's just kind of weird. You definitely taste the fucking maple. This is like a maple syrup fucking whiskey, dude. It reminds me of those like cookies, the maple leaf cookies. If you ever had those, it tastes like that but in liquid form. Then the whiskey.
Only Canadians will get that.
Only Canadians will get that. But it really is. This is like the most Canadian fucking drink I've ever held in my hand. Doesn't mean it's great. I think any day of the week, I'd probably prefer a more standard whiskey, like Gentleman Jack or something. This, I mean, it's cool to have. It's a nice, like, different thing to do. I'll do a smell test real quick. It actually just smells like maple too. This is so fucking maple. That's wow.
Basically, this is the drink the Americans come and try when they're trying to hang out with their totally real Canadian girlfriend.
True. Crown Royal is the better way to go. If you want Canadian whiskey, that's where it is. This feels like a stereotype. This is just a stereotype.
Yeah, everything. It's just maple and maple and maple.
It's just maple. I mean, it's called the maple cask. Yeah, it's maple syrup whiskey. That's the best way to put it. But it doesn't actually taste completely like maple syrup. But yeah, that's what it is. I guess. It's made with maple syrup barrels, is what it says. That's fucking hilarious.
I know you can't do this right now, but I ask you, could you potentially put this on a pancake or a waffle as an alternative to maple syrup?
Okay, yes, you obviously could do that. I don't know why you would. It's not like viscous like that. It's not. It's like an actual liquid, right? So it's you could put it on. It would definitely add flavor. I don't know why you would. You're just gonna douse. It's like dousing your pancake in any liquid.
Well, but it's like because it's got all that. I know you said it's not all maple syrup, but it tastes very mapley.
Yeah, I mean maybe I'll try it, but like, I think I kind of want to try that now.
Yeah, this is not the worst idea I've had, bro.
It's definitely better to just have actual maple syrup. I don't know why you'd ever do this unless you really want to get drunk eating your waffles. But maybe I'll make some Eggos or something and pour this in some of the holes in the Eggo spots.
Well, yeah, because look, either way, if it's a pancake or an Eggo waffle, even the pancake, it like soaks in the liquid, so you'd still have it in it. So it still works for both.
I know it's gonna taste probably terrible, but I mean, I kind of feel like I have to try it for the people, right? I probably won't try it next week. I'm probably gonna forget, but sooner or later, maybe when I come down to Ottawa, I'll bring this with me.
Please, I would love.
We'll do a taste test.
I'd love to watch you fucking eat what is essentially a whiskey pancake or waffle.
Hey, I'm Doyle. Welcome to Jackass. This is a whiskey pancake. That sounds like a dirty sex thing.
It does.
Oh, this is the Alaskan bullworm. I'm gonna put this behind me now. Oh, it's fine. I wouldn't really recommend it though, to be honest with you. I think if I remember correctly, I do prefer the red cask actually. It's fine though. I mean, it goes down smooth as shit. Like, there's no trouble drinking that. And if you like flavor with your drink, I mean, it's there. That's an option. But, I mean, I'd rather just have an actual whiskey. I mean, that is an actual whiskey. I think I'd just rather literally anything else. Give me Jack or Crown. Crown Royal, again, that's where it's at. Crown Royal, that's where it's at, bro. It's whatever. It's fine.
I drink water and milk.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kuba's Drink of the Day. Today, we have, selection.
We have Yop.
Trademark. We have Yop, bro. Oh, that's some spicy shit. That's, like, extravagant. You can't do that on the first episode, bro. No, today we got some basic, essentially no-name brand spring water. 100% recycled and recyclable plastic pet. I didn't know it came with a dog, but that's cool. 500 milliliters, mineral salt content. It's a product of Canada, so it's local. It's let's try some of it.
Okay, we're actually doing.
Tastes like nothing.
Wow!
And thank you for coming to today's extravagant episode of Kuba's Drink of the Day.
Oh, that was great. That was great, Kub. Yeah. Any last? Oh, actually, one last thing about the whiskey here. This costs us. It's 750 milliliters. The one I'm drinking, same price as any other whiskey. It's not a special price or anything. It's the same price as your Jack Daniels and stuff. So I mean, I think that's about like $30, give or take. It's not like Crystal Head where they put a stupid fucking fee on it because you're drinking out of a skull.
Yeah, to be fair, that kind of makes sense to me. I can understand why that's a bit more expensive because
but it tastes like shit. So make of that what you will. I think that's it for today's episode. Want to say our goodbyes?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we done everything we could. Yeah. I didn't have any personal stories really because all I did was, I shit you not, this is not a joke, I played guitar for like 8 hours a day for like 3 days in a row.
Man, that's hype.
That is pretty high, bro. I was shredding. I was ripping it, bro. Call me Jack the Ripper. Mine is the part
I'm
where
not
he
calling you
murdered prostitutes very brutally. But it was a pleasure to do another episode of White Guys Podcast, where white guys talk about white guy things. I have nothing else to say. Please click the links in our description. We want money and clout.
I hear you say that, but I have a
And-
single link. But okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I have multiple. Therefore,
Okay, fair enough.
I am more important in this situation, bro.
You're overcompensating. Anyways, that's it for today's episode of White Guys Podcast. I gotta end it before Kuba gets a retort on me. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Small ball.